Hey guys, I'm recording this video to share with you two of my trades. One is Talbros Auto and another one is Time Technoplast. And both of them, why I picked up. Again, no recommendation. I'm just sharing this for knowledge purposes so you can benefit out of that. When I say peaceful weekend investing, what do I mean by that? You'll get to know at the end of it because that is what I'm trying to communicate from this video. I hope you'll get a lot of learnings from here and why I'm taking that action. What is the reason why I entered at the first place? I'm going to share everything about these two picks, which Talbros was kind of multi-bagger returns, gave 3x returns, and Time Technopast was multi-bagger in terms of time period I was holding. I was just holding it for a couple of days, weeks, depending on how this trade spans out, and we exit and make our multiples in terms of during the period when it is trending up, right? Again, this is not a view of long term, short term. I'm just sharing with you why it is important to understand the process which you're following, and following the process makes your journey much more peaceful. So let's get started. So first thing first, let's take the Talbros auto, right? And this is the daily chart. So let me make it monthly chart so that you get a better picture. All right. So this is a trade looks like, right? After it gave a breakout, everybody will be talking about it doing this breakout, and you will see there is a huge from 653 it went all the way to 126 and it's just going up, and huge volume built up, right? It's in my parlance, it's super extended, right? And when I'm looking at it, what should I do? I prefer, it's a great company, but I want to make sure that I want to sell it in the strength. And I exited it and I made my analysis here. So you can see here, this is the this is what I gave as my analysis in March 22, right? Please focus on it. March 21, 22. That's where I gave the analysis about it. And then I followed up in April 1922, ready for blast, and August 8 it was almost doubler, right? And that's where it was trading at. And after that, you look at, this was a line which I have drawn, the pink line, right? And it's never ever broken that line, and it's moved superbly. But the peace comes in knowing what you're doing. And I knew that if it breaks, then it's gonna get weaker. But all this basing period, which was you see here, right? The basing period is was a time where smart people were accumulating it, and it was ready to blast. And what is important here, please look at my cursor. There was hardly any volume in this basing period, and it was all basically testing your patience, how what patience you have to hold it. That is what they were testing. And then you see the volume build up, and stock just gave from 357 all the way to 125, and it's just going up like crazy, and everybody will jump in. And at this point in time, for me, I want to sell it in this strength rather than buying it this period, because I would rather, look at the fundamentals of the company, understand this and understand this, and try and buy it again when it sets up. Because when you get so much of gain in a very quick session, it's better to book some profits, take the, profits home, and let that sink in terms of you can always enter again as a fresh trade when this stock sets up. That is what I mean. So from RS line, it is positive. Everything is positive about this company, and it's always great to get some outcomes from this process and test your patience for being a three bagger. Then I said doubler. So I adopted a peaceful approach, and mentioned about it. What is, I'm still maintaining the 25% position, and then I said it's a tripler. I will exit matters for me, and I'll keep this in my watch list and look for another setup when I get an opportunity. And peace comes in that you've made a decision, you know what you're doing, and if the stock from here goes up 3,000, 4,000, doesn't matter for me. For me, this is what my journey was in this particular stock, and I want to make sure what I am making a decision is what I'm responsible for, both upside and downside. So that is where it is. You always have to understand you are responsible for decisions. And sometimes, I believe, and strongly here, because the stock market investing is about regret game. People who didn't buy, they will regret. People who buy and but didn't sell, they regret. And people who sold it and went up, they also regretting. And oh, we didn't buy enough, they regret again. So it's all regret game. You have to come to peace to that process, right? And that's what it matters. So this is what first stock is. And you can see this whole basing period is where it was setting up nicely with hardly any volume, right? Hardly any volume. And that is what matters. And you have to look at that. The whole understanding of it will make you, if you understand this part of it, you will know what is coming, and it's on the monthly chart. Okay, so that's Talbros Auto, and this is where I kind of mentioned this, that this is a stock to watch out for. It was EV player theme, and I shared this in my community members in my private Telegram channel. If you haven't joined, do join, because I keep sharing a lot of great contents out there, so that it's much easier than making video editing and uploading it. It's a lot of effort, but if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would highly recommend that please do subscribe the channel, so that way at least you get notified with the videos as and when I'm releasing, because I keep coming up with the regular videos. So do subscribe my channel, hit the notification bell, share with you all the friends and family so they can benefit from this analysis. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, so for me, I'm exited it. I'll for Talbros, that was my analysis for the how you have to sit in the process of long term uh, investing. When I say long term, is you understanding why you're holding it fundamentally, and also technically. You also keep checking on it whether your fundamental thesis is meeting with the price action, and wait for that gains, because sometimes stock market always gives you returns in what you were expecting in just very short period span of time, right? And there's no upper limit of stock can go up, right? So that is one thing we have to keep in mind. Now I moved to another short-term trade which I gave. Again, this is a breakout. It's a technically very sound company, and when I'm sharing with you view is not about the fundamentals of the company. It's a pure technical play of the stock. And you also have to understand, when you are sitting with the decent gains, you also take that profit home and book that profit. Okay, and then wait for the next opportunity when you can get in the stock when it is setting up nicely. So I posted this morning, and I shared this in my Twitter handle. Let me share that. Anyway, you can watch my Twitter handle. So, but I'm giving my views here. So you can see there are two posts. One on June 11th, 2023, which I updated, and then this was. So let's see which one I updated one here, because by mistake I did a two posts, so not this one. This was the first post which I kind of did the analysis. But I'll move to another one, because then I by mistake created two posts here. All right. So in this one, I give the entire analysis why I'm going for it, and I shared all my view. I will share the links here. You do watch out here, because I keep giving entire thought process. Uh, First, I shared what on June 5th is where I gave some analysis. Invested June 10th, and as you see, July 10th, going so far. July 28th, it started moving up very nicely. I've invested full position, and then going with the tight days, I want to see how it goes. Then August 7th, where I said I want to see how the this whole tight range goes. But for me, week closing matters. And I was looking at this morning, I was saying, hey, looks like there's gonna be some kind of downtrend days. And that exactly happened just at the top. I sold it. And again, it's all about gut feeling in terms of what you think. When I saw this whole week on this particular day morning, I kind of completely exited the entire position, because I could see the volume buildup was there. There was a wicks there which was telling me there's an indecision to move this stock higher for short term. And I want to, this whole tight area was kind of if you see this whole tight area was not taken away for many days. And I said, okay, you got to take some gains and don't give up the profit. And you see, if you're sitting with almost 20% gain in just matter of how many days, let's see, from here up until, let's say, 15% gain in just matter of 37 days in 1 month, it's better to lock that profit in. And if you have right sizing, right position sizing, it matters a lot. So that's what I want to share with you, that you also have to understand when to exit if it is a short term trend. You don't just want to sit on it and give up all your gains when you're going through this journey. And that's what I want to share with you in these two videos. They were all live trades. I've shared this on my Twitter handle. You can watch that up and follow me on Twitter. It's at the rate Bhatia Shivendra. I will put the link below so you can follow me there. I keep sharing all the analysis. Join my Telegram channel because that will be much faster to share my thoughts. And I'll keep coming up with more and more videos. To if you are watching till the end, that's awesome. Kudos to you. And type in comment box below what was your key takeaways so that we can also understand you're getting value from these videos. And also it helps YouTube algorithm in terms of people are exchanging their views and sharing the comments and learnings as well. Till the next video, enjoy your weekend, and we will have more conversations through over the weekend when I come up with my weekly analysis on India market and other markets and some of the key stocks I'm going to be tracking for the next week. Till next video, bye bye. Have a peaceful weekend investing.